All right, so we got another game going. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ethelor Plays Go. And yeah, today we're playing on Fox. Just getting a game going. Make sure we have coordinates. Um, so how do we want to approach this today? I guess we can look for attachments over here. So I'll just play over here. Um, I haven't been playing a lot lately, so that's why I'm trying to. Oh yes, I've been trying to play more so I get more experience. Um, New Youngsang season is starting next Monday, so I want to make sure that I'm in good shape for that. This one space high pincer is one that I've had some trouble with, so I'm glad that I get to see it again. The last time I saw it, what I tried to do is play his P14 move to try and handle this easily. There's also O16, but I don't really like it a lot. Um, but I can play a simple Joseki there as well. So I'm just gonna play this way for now. And maybe when I see it again, I'll try something else. It's kind of sad because I want to practice a lot against this two space high pincer, but you don't always get the opportunity. So what I can do is probably just Tanuki, but I'm gonna come into the corner like this. So this is kind of slow, but what this is doing is I think I can choose between jumping out and just living in the corner. But that's basically what I do. I'll just live in the corner. So you can see this is a very simple way to play. Um, I can still jump out, and I guess it's technically a good idea because you don't want to get surrounded, but I also don't want to take Gote if I don't have to. Instead, I want to make sure black doesn't build a big framework here, but I can also play this enclosure at F17 that also seems kind of big. I don't think that black can take a lot with a single move, so I'm just going to play kind of patiently. So this is kind of my reasoning. And that I don't have to respond to, so I'm going to play over here. That's quite interesting. So I'll want to go in the other direction, I think. But I can't remember the right way to play. Was it this double Hane or this double Hane? I think it isn't this one because then you'll Atari from this direction. And if I play this way, what I'm looking is for this cut here. But what he might do is just Atari and then allow me to take the corner. That could happen. So we'll see. But I think this is the right way to play. It's been a while since I've played this Joseki. Yeah, so that's all choice you can do. Um, if I play this one, so I think this is alive in the corner. Do I have to respond? Say he tries to Atari, capture, descend. I think it's okay. I might even be able to cut, but I'm not sure if that's such a great idea. I can cut and then leave the stones for Aji, which I think will be my plan. So let's try it. I could just really horribly collapse here. As you notice, this is actually my 4-down account now here on Fox. Quite proud about actually getting there. But my opponents are going to be a little bit stronger now, so we'll see what happens. I was able to win my first game against Fordon, so I think if I... Can I show my progress? Yeah, you can see that I won the last game, so that was quite nice. But it was very slight, so I don't know if I'll be able to recreate that victory. I guess he's trying to like read to kill the corner, but I don't think it's possible. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that direction for black because I think these stones are stronger, so you're pushing away from strength. I guess that does induce him to play this move, but I'm just gonna leave these stones now, and not really move them too much. I don't really like running with things in the center, so I'm just gonna leave it. Um, and if that's true, then I can just play some kind of an enclosure over here. So I'll just play this. I think that's a little bit slow. I mean, it does make sure that these stones could never be attacked, but I don't think that was such a concern. So I'm going to play over here now. and try and make this kind of interesting shape with my enclosure. Once again, we'll see where black plays next. Okay, so at least we saw this in the last game. I think in this situation, maybe pincering doesn't make a lot of sense. I think I could consider this d8 move, but it looks a bit too severe, maybe. Maybe just kicking, maybe just playing this kind of foot sweep. So yeah, I'll try that and see what happens. Should be a valid move. Yeah. And here, the normal thing is to not necessarily respond, but not sure what to do. I don't really want to respond, but at the same time, I don't really think there's another move I really, really, really want to play. I guess there are like invasions over here, or maybe moving this stone might be interesting. Because now I'm kind of like running out of things to do. Or maybe jumping out over here. I'll respond. Because now black stones are kind of heavy. So now he'll probably like jump and then I can take Sente, yeah. So I can't really attack these stones anymore, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. So now I can maybe play some kind of invasion, or I can jump out, or I can turn over here. I think turning probably makes the most sense because these stones are ones that I want to save anyway. Well, not necessarily ones I want to save anyway, but if I don't, then black might be able to build a bigger area here. So, yeah, let's try it out. Surely it should be okay. Here I can Atari, but I don't think it's such a great move because not much. I'd rather just Hane here. And we can play lightly or make shape. If I play lightly, I don't plan to sacrifice this stone, so I think I should just play this Tiger's Mouth. Looks okay. Ah, it's a lot, but probably possible. If I play here, Atari and connect, Atari, and then net doesn't work because there's an Atari here to escape. So does the ladder work? And I can try and play ladder breaker, but I think it'll be quite Sente. So actually, I think this is a pretty good move. If I Atari once here and then Atari here and connect, I guess it's possible, but I don't want to force black so much, so I'm just going to extend. And so now I wonder if I can lean over here and start to weaken these stones and strengthen this group at the same time. And then leaning here. Okay, that's quite interesting. So I'll just connect up, I think. And now these stones are looking a bit weaker, and these are looking a lot safer now. That's nice for me. Just make some profit now, because now black has to lean over here, so now I can make profit on this side of the board. And black is still weak. Although they can come out like this. And I don't think I should necessarily continue, because I, once again, don't think I have some more good moves for black. Maybe I can play this move, but yeah, it'll just make black's shape stronger. And I can keep coming out like this, which seems a little bit threatening, but not that threatening. Can I consider this attachment? Not really. Invasion, I think I can consider more. So let's try, I think trying some kind of invasion here makes sense. And I can just try and connect over here, can't I? I can also just jump out. I think that's probably also a good idea. Or attaching here. Here. Lots to try out. Just jumping out over here makes Seems to be okay. An exchange, but I don't have to respond. If I cap here, that looks like I can put these stones under pressure. That might be interesting. Because I can respond, but I don't want to just blindly respond, and because it'll become too strong. So I'd rather take the initiative like this. I expect that this will be quite thin, so I don't expect to kill these stones, but I just aim to pressure them so I can make shape with the J16 stone. So now there's two ways to cut. I can play this kind of bad shape and cut here, or I can just play over here. I think that's just better. So we'll play like this. Now I can descend or play. I think playing something like K15 is the best shape. Once again, I shouldn't go overboard and try and kill, because I don't think it's necessary. Extend. And then I can just capture this stone, and that looks good enough for white. These are moves black can play, but now the white is stronger over here, I don't think they're as valuable. So white has a very, very nice corner now. So now I think we're slowly getting into endgame. Let's see. If I play this one, extending... Well, no ladders work for me, so I should play this one. Keep my eye. Need to capture. And I should easily be able to get an eye. So I can connect through here, or just playing here. I think trying to kill is a bit of a pipe dream. I don't know if it's a good idea to connect through here, because I wonder if I lose points because of that. So I'll just play here. That should be enough to live, I think. Now they need to play L16. No, 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 no. So I'm alive. Okay, and now we have endgame. What's good endgame? I think this is good endgame. Maybe that's good. So if I play here, the only thing is playing here, and I might lose this stone. So maybe we won't tempt fate. But then again, playing this wedge here is already a bit annoying. So I guess just play over here. Over here we also have some Sente moves. Where else do we have Sente moves? Duck, duck. So over here. And maybe playing this Hane over here is quite big. But can I play maybe like E2 first? We'll see. I think they were wondering if maybe there's a shortage of liberties here, but I don't think there is. No, no. Yeah, and now maybe like over here. That is Sente, I think. So you can play this one. Although I think if I okay, let's just say that's Let's just say that's Sente for the sake of it. I mean, it's not about saying that it's Sente. I think it is Sente. Meanwhile, I get to get this monkey jump later, but I suppose it'll be Gote. Maybe I can play I2, threatening to connect, and then I can play H1. But I might not be able to keep all of the stones. Maybe it'd be a good idea to count as ahead. So I think that this will be like 5 points. Um, maybe that's like 15. No, 12 maybe. Uh, so then over here, this will be 5, 8 times 3 is 24. So 24, 25, 28 maybe. So let's say that's like 28 points. Oh man, all of them are a bit odd. So 12 plus 28 is 50? No, 12 plus 28 is 40, yeah. Plus another 5, so that's 45. Do I get Comey? Yeah, it seems I do. So 45 plus, so 50, maybe like 56, 57 and a half points. So how much does black have here? Um, this is more like, so that's 12, 24, 24, 25, maybe like 25, 30, 34 points here. And black doesn't have much else, actually. Maybe like over here. So actually, I think white is leading. And does this move... I think the only issue is if this move threatens to separate, because I can't lose these stones. Um, so yeah, I would be a little bit cautious here. Hopefully that fixes the shape a little bit. And then I can play over here. Mm-hmm. Just make this exchange because it seems like that could be useful. And then... But I think the shape is weak here, so I should be a little bit careful, I think. Can I, like, play Atari here? Atari there? Maybe. I think if I play this one, and then I need to, like, maybe, like, reinforcing the shape here would be a good idea. I think the biggest issue is them coming over here, but then I can play this push again. It's thin. It really is. Let's step back a little bit. Yeah. I don't think this will work. So let's just play here. If I play this Atari... No, it doesn't. I don't think so. Um, Otherwise, this is Sente. So I probably lost some points over here because I played too aggressively. Um, yeah, that's a move. Hmm. So if I play here, descending and throwing in, so I have to play here. So I can reduce him this way, or her, I suppose. Hmm. Can still come in. The shape's still not great, but I think it'll hold. Um, so I think a move like this will be important as well. I never played this monkey jump. I shouldn't forget about that. Still Sente. And then over here. This endgame's pretty annoying for black, I think. There's just so much. I can move like over here. Or I can start aiming for this weakness, I think. At least black's never coming through there. And now... What else? What else? Over here. I think playing here would be a good idea. So is there any kind of like vital point? This one, descend, coming up, and I just have to make sure that's not... Hmm. I'm still thinking that white's ahead. Because the only big area is over here, and the rest of it is kind of like inefficient territory. Seems to be a big move. Can make quite some points with that. And maybe I can make some more points over here. I wonder if I can pull some shenanigans. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And now what else? I don't know. Endgame. Just, it's such a thing. Is this eventually big or something? I might not have needed to play there. So say he plays this one, then I play here, inside. That, oh no. Yeah, no, I think that I shouldn't have played there. But it's okay, it's just -1 point. Shouldn't be able to make life here. So if I play this clamp, extending, maybe I come again, extending down here, connect, and after all that, then I can like jump out or something. So yeah, I don't think it works. That's pretty interesting. See what else. Oh, I don't know. Um, Being one solid piece is useful. You have to be careful about the shortage of liberties, maybe. Need to connect. And then make points. Points, points. And it's already not a point for black, so I should take Sente. Be one piece. We might be able to go to counting in a minute. Connect. All right, let's go to counting. So I'm not sure who wins. Oh, I lost by 20 points. Feels bad. Oh well. All right, I'll review the game and I'll see you all in a moment. All right, so there are a couple of things to consider about this game, so let's have a look. First thing is, this is an alternative that you might try. When black cuts, then playing over here. If black extends, what you're looking for is just driving to Suji and then playing this close to me here, and white has good shape. Black will probably just extend, and then white can extend over here, and then the fight continues. But this is a simpler way to play, and this was completely fine, so I'm glad that I was able to pull the shape off, relatively simple. And apparently this is good for white, but white shouldn't continue with this Atari. Instead, white should cut from the outside here and let black play S17. And the idea is to just use the inside stones as Aji and to create this outside group that white then has to manage. Which is probably what black's intention was. What I was expecting was playing this Atari. And I think, what was it? There is this Joseki which happens. It's a bit complicated, but it's quite standard. So that's one to know. So otherwise, the strategy here was okay. And yeah, kicking here, technically the AI comes from outside here, doesn't necessarily want to connect, but connecting was okay. And also playing all these moves here to try and reduce black and create this group so that maybe I can use triangle stones instead. So that black couldn't create a really large area here is also a strategy that AI uses. So everything here is kind of okay, and then, yeah, the invasion. So the next thing to pay attention to is that this would have been a better idea to put more pressure on the black stones by taking away liberty. By playing this way, white doesn't get quite as good shape as a result. Whereas here, black Ataris, and then there's a kind of... There are all sorts of moves. Black's just a bit busy. Black wants to play A, but B is also important, and white's aiming at C. So say black plays this one, white can make really great shape like this. Or if black comes down here, then white can capture here and is also almost alive. So that's just slightly better. One thing that the AI wants this whole time is, so it already thinks that playing Gote here is a mistake, but anyway, what it really wants to play is this kind of move, because, or I think I demonstrated it here. Yeah, the reason why is because if black plays away, say play something slow, then white's Hane here is quite annoying against the stones over here. And white just has generally better shape on the inside, so that's why the AI wants to play it so bad, I think. So white plays a couple of slow moves here in endgame. I think here this is where white starts to lose. Well, the game's been even this whole time. Black plays a pretty tight game, but the issue is that white plays here, which is a bit slow. I mean, you can play over here, and assuming, let's say that black tries to like cut the shape up, white can already connect to A over here. So it's really more about these stones on the inside here. And then, say even if black is able to capture these two stones here, what's more important is ruining this area here. So this is just not as big as a concern as white thinks. So I play over here. It would have been better to play Atari and then this way. So this move order is a bit better. Keeps white better connected. So this is a little bit good for black. And then basically, what I have to do is I have to connect over here. I was worried that the shape once again gets a bit too thin, and there's a complicated sequence to show that it's going to be okay. So if black plays here, my first instinct was to push, and because I saw that this kills these stones, I thought, okay, well, that doesn't work. But I have to think about what happens if I push from the other side. Say black extends, and I try and make two eyes. If black doesn't prevent white from making two eyes, and white will just be alive, two separate eye spaces, here and here. So that means that black has to throw in here. If white tries to capture and make an eye right away, black will be able to falsify the eye, so white has to extend over here. Black can make this exchange, and then save the stone. Once again, if they don't, white will be alive. So white connects here, and then... But the issue is that black can take these 3 stones, so white doesn't have time to connect. Black will take the connection, and then white extends. And now here's the issue. If black connects here, then this is just connect and die. So black needs to play something like here, and this is still connect and die, so black has to connect, and white's still alive. So what this all means is that white isn't thin, and this doesn't work. So black needs to try moves like this, but white can just connect over here, and the same. So this is really the vital point, and since this vital point doesn't cut whites, it's safe. And so what I had to do in the game is read all of that, and I didn't because I'm not quite that strong yet, and so I lost the advantage. So what happened is, as I mentioned, because I played these moves and lost them, that's where black really gains their advantage from. So now they're leading by 7 points. And there's some other things that I do badly in endgame. So for instance, it might have been better to play, for instance, like this. This is a better endgame. This is also quite important. And then there are also some minor points. I didn't look too far into the endgame because already I was behind at that point. But, so for instance, this is also a little bit slow, like the AI still wants to come in here or other things like that. So, yeah, but that's basically the game. One thing that I don't like about getting stronger, moving into the Dawn ranks, is that the mistakes get increasingly small and increasingly trivial is the wrong word, because obviously it's not trivial, it matters, but it becomes increasingly pedantic. So that's something that I struggle with. Maybe if I play more, then I'll get better at it. Or maybe if I get more instruction, then these things that seem like minor points will become more and more chunky mistakes. But yeah, I think that a lot of my games will kind of look like this at 4 Dawn, so hopefully I can gain a lot of experience. It's a new level, so we'll see how things go. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, then like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.